A very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Mushtaq Sheikh, Head of Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Vivekananda Education Society's College of Pharmacy. A very warm welcome to all the new students at DVS College of Pharmacy, and we will refer it very lovably as WESCOP henceforth. So, welcome to WESCOP, and you have taken a right decision to take admission at VES College of uh, Pharmacy, and I congratulate for that wise decision. Our department of pharmaceutical chemistry is a very active department as far as research, development, and various activities are concerned, and we are very well known in the pharmaceutical fraternity about this. So, coming back to forward, before I begin about chemistry subject, chemistry is a backbone to pharmacy. As a matter of fact, I call it I call it outshoot of chemistry itself. And major subjects of pharmaceutical sciences, they are directly related to chemistry. For example, if you talk about pharmaceutical analysis, it's dependent on various other chemical sciences like analytical chemistry, inorganic and organic chemistry, and we have subjects which are directly related to chemistry like pharmaceutical organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and biochemistry. There is a very important subject called as medicinal chemistry that depends on biochemistry, which would student learn eventually, and organic chemistry they would learn at lower level. The subject medicinal chemistry comes at third year or from second year onwards for your ward. Then some subjects which are not of chemistry kind of chemistry background, but they belong to other department like physical pharmacy, which is for pharmaceutical department. It is sort of ideally speaking physical chemistry itself. So that's why I was trying to say that all the subjects are related to chemistry, and that's why it is very important to generate kind of a love towards chemistry in among the student, and that's what our department has an objective to deliver the content of pharmaceutical chemistry subject in most simple fashion, so that they grasp it very easily and they remember for a very long time. To make a connection with other subject, and we have to keep on telling student that this subject chemistry is center to many other subject or may be connected to other subject, and so that they will generate interest in that, and that interest they can look forward to make it opportunity for research and innovation. And while doing so, we all want, I mean me and my peer want to make the department renowned for its education, research and innovation aptitude, and I hope we had been quite successful till now doing so, although a long path is still remaining to go. So, in our department, of course, we teach several subjects of BPharm courses, and we own, rather I should say, entire branch of MPharm dedicated to pharmaceutical chemistry. This year we had 6 admission, and we are going to expand our horizon hopefully very sooner, and next year we might have admission for capacity of 15 next year. We also have a PhD in pharmaceutical chemistry, and right now one of our own faculty member is pursuing PhD under me. Another faculty member is just about to enter into it, and third PhD admission is about to happen. We have already have gotten some application for that. So, out of 6, 3 admission will be over this year. To achieve our objectives, we use all the traditional methods of teaching, okay, blackboard and different ways of teaching using models. In the first slide it was showing one chemistry model. We all try to use it, but with the coming scenario of COVID, and for still we have to wait at home, we had also introduced Canvas, which is our LMS for now, and we have been using Google Meet, we had been using Zoom, and college has been expanding a lot of money on creating such resources, and hopefully when students are in classes they will be witnessing such smart classrooms, right. Not only that, I mean normal teaching learning process goes on, but some other special activity which is again forte of VES College of Pharmacy, like we have general club, and Department of Chemistry faculty members are always involved in that very actively. The student has to present one research paper over here, and in that regard what uh, the faculty member would do, they will guide them. That paper can not necessarily will be of just chemistry background, they can be anything. Just like for example, this year my group had a paper which was spawned through all the kind of various other sciences also. So not necessarily, but they will know behind with this activity that how research papers are written and how they are interpreted, how results are presented. So I mean at a very root level, grassroots level, we will try to teach them all this scientific detail. Same I mean activity is done for a very I'll say beginner level, still say first year, second year, in the form of poster club. So we train them that this is how you have to prepare poster, and we constantly motivate them to go ahead and do their own research and then publish, or maybe to present it in some conferences. So our focus is that students should be building their uh, CVs right from beginning. Earlier the UG projects were not necessary in the syllabus, but now it has become a routine practice. In final year they are going to have research project for 6 months, which will be lab based actually. So this is a glimpse from one of the activity where student had actually determined the zone of inhibition for a peppermint oil. So same thing people student would do and had been doing actually, that they will synthesize some molecules at UG level and will try to test their activities. Nevertheless, we also hold lots of workshop to whatever we cannot teach or whatever we have taught and we want to revise it, then in the form of workshop. Like this was one workshop conducted in 2018 and 19, IUPAC nomenclature. So IUPAC nomenclature for chemicals is important thing. Students should remember that. Other than that, we have very special activity called as Chemtastic. So this is a kind of a trademark activity of Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, VES College of Pharmacy. So every year we host one kind of event, which is collection of various events like quizzes, quizard, we have rangoli, we have kind of ad mat, we have face painting, we have model making and skate, and various activities which roll around we should say chemistry background and chemistry subject, so that their interest is enhanced, so that they are motivated to do more towards chemistry sciences. And here we also call some eloquent speakers which who have done good in the field of chemistry, to again give further motivation to students to pursue their career in the field. Coming back to my department, under the able guidance of principal madam, I am heading the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. So as a matter of fact, I am the old man of the house. So our department is a very enthusiastic one. We got total 10 faculty members with us and few more are yet to join. In our department we have 4 PhD holders and one is just in line to get the degree. 4 members are currently pursuing their own PhDs, and two faculty members, they already have industrial experience with them. 10 faculty out of the 10 faculty members, 6 are having at least 10 plus years of experience. So highly experienced faculty member we have. And then inform guides, we have 4 inform guide for Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, and among these 10 around 3 members are having inform guidance capacity in other department also. Then we have one PhD guide, which is me of course, and I am guiding one student. So Mrs. Rashmi Wani, you can see in the slide, she is currently pursuing PhD under my guidance, and sooner 2 more faculty members are about to enroll themselves as PhD guide. So coming to my department, Dr. Anita Aire, very experienced teacher having 13 years of experience and kind of a very hard-working teacher, and she teaches pharmaceutical analysis, which is a very important subject, and a lot of I'll say career avenues come to this particular department, and of course this is a very important subject. Dr. Hadan Chintakirendi is a very hard-working and kind of a very nice teacher. Then Dr. Sandeep Jine, a very loved teacher by the student. He is student in charge for several years by now, and he had his own sets of skill of teaching and research. Mr. Ojas Agarwal currently pursuing PhD at uh, one of the reputed college, and he is a very kind of enthusiastic person and most tech savvy person in our department, rather I should say. Mrs. Sonali Moon, she has serious teaching skill as far as chemistry subjects are concerned. Mrs. Ashwini Wani, assistant professor, I'll say I have no doubt saying that she is the smartest teacher in our department. And then Mr. Pratik Barve, Mr. Ashwini Wani, and Ms. Khushbu Malbari, they are the young guns in our department. Though they have very short experience, but they whatever skill set they have, I mean they are able to convey the subject in a very interesting manner to the students or to the peers. Coming to faculty profile, I would like to convey over here that our faculty member have published almost around 150 papers till now with the VES, and gotten a grant of almost 5 lakh rupees till now with VSCOP. And of course each faculty member has got his own sets of papers, so it amounts somewhere around 200 papers for entire faculty members in our department. And the grant which they have faced, maybe not even associated with the VS College of Pharmacy, even before, it will be around 1 crore rupees, right? I mean that money was not brought to VSCOP, but when they had their earlier job, they had done it. So that tells that they have capacity of moving the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry ahead in future also. Coming back to our research areas, so several faculty members like me, Mrs. Khushbu Malbari, and Dr. Anand Chittakarandi, we have got expertise in a very budding field, which you can say is molecular modeling. So computational method, application of chemical sciences into to the computers and vice versa, and getting kind of a lead for the drug discovery is done using computers. So that kind of a specialty we have. Then since it is chemistry, synthesis will be involved, so we do synthesis, lot of synthesis of medicinal agent, prodrugs. Okay, prodrugs are the medicinal agent which are derivatized, they are converted to some other form so that they deliver the drug more efficiently. Then impurities, impurities means the drug substances may contain, medicinal substance may contain impurities which could cause side effect. So we should identify them, and for identify them we have to synthesize them and prove that this impurity is there. So this impurity also need to be synthesized, and they have I mean their own vast field of research in it. And then of course nature provide lots of drugs to us, medicine to us, so we try to modify these natural agent so that they will have proper suitability to our human body. So I just discussed about prodrug approach, and few faculty members including me, Mr. Ojas Agarwal, and several others, we work really hard in this particular area of prodrug approach and even analysis, evaluation of these prodrugs. This is what we are looking forward. Green chemistry, green is a buzzing word nowadays, everything had to be green. I mean it should not cause harm to the environment, so that's what is also in our site. We try to do green chemistry and microwave. So whatever micro you had been using at your home for heating up your food items, right? So the same thing we use to cooking up our reactions. Then several areas of expertise we have. I mean as far as if we talk about the activities, so we try to work in our areas of antibacterial activity, anti-leishmanial activity, anti-malarial, anti-tubercular, antiviral, anti-diabetic, and even anti-Alzheimer. Okay, we try to design several compounds which will be working in this area. So not only that, it has been observed that drugs, they acquire resistance, particularly antibacterial drugs, right? So we try to synthesize drug which will be working against this resistant strains of bacteria. And also we conduct lots of microbial studies of chemical compound. It has been a routine practice at our department. Anyways, we are for pharmaceutical activity, we are expanding our horizon to animal tissue culture, enzyme studies, cytotoxic assay, and animal testing. So this is something very new we are trying to look forward henceforth, that whatever studies are to be done, they need not be done on rats and mice as far as possible. initial studies like which happen at Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry should be done on zebrafish and their larvae. Then similarly, when you have synthesized compound, you have to check if they are really what we have synthesized. So for that, very sophisticated instrument need to be used. So IR, NMR and mass are used. So IR is there at our facility, while NMR and mass we outsource it, and we have expertise to check the data whatever comes out of those spectrometers. And of course, analytical method development, once you have synthesized, I said we talked about impurities. So analytical methods will try to check if the substance whatever you have at our hand is sufficiently pure or not. Like for example, prodrug. Okay, prodrug will convert ultimately to medicinal agent, right? So whether it is able to deliver the same amount of medicinal agent what it was supposed to be as a given dose. Okay, you must be knowing some doses are there on the tablets, wrappers. So this analytical method development will test if it is able to deliver that amount of dose or not. So that is analytical method development. And I guess many of you would be aware about quality control and quality assurance. So that particular thing associated with analytical method development. So our research output, total number of publication of current staff members with WESCOP from Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry is around 47. Total number of grants of current staff, okay, is 13, and which amounts to be somewhere around 4.5 lakh. Of course, we are trying to increase our horizon by writing big grants and to get big money for research. Industry sponsored work, here I would say that we have gotten lesser opportunity to work there, but of course support kind of thing we have gotten from two institutes, one foreign university and one NVIDIA graphic card. So student will know this graphic card what it is. So as I said, computers are involved. So one graphic card was kindly donated by NVIDIA to us, and we use that for this research purpose. Patents, unfortunately we do not have one, but we are looking really forward to have patents and put our mark on the scientific community through patents. Our main machines. So these are some sophisticated apparatus which Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry uses or maybe have. So like I was talking about the microwave. So the first machine on the left hand side top, blue colored machine, okay, is a microwave. Then melting point apparatus will determine melting point, at what temperature your substance will melt. That tests if a substance is pure or not. Then several of weighing balances we have. It is a routine thing to have, but I was thinking that if you are not aware, so in a microgram quantity sometimes you would want to weigh, or in very small quantities you want to weigh. So such weighing balances are available at our college. This is the fourth machine on the top, is right hand side is a muffle furnace. Sometimes you would want to burn the compound, so again to check the purity. Then we have UV spectrophotometer, we have IR spectrophotometer. These two machines are down, and the vertical machine which you are seeing at the down is HPLC chromatographic machine. So this is also a machine which will be able to tell us the purity of the compound. And on the right hand side downward, we got a graphic card which was kindly donated by NVIDIA, costing around 4.25 lakhs. So these are our kind of instrument which we have at the laboratories, and of course without any support from the technical staff we cannot work. So we have 6 support staff who had been supporting even in this harsh time. So Shrishti Sawant, Shubha Shinde, then we have Sheetal Kodak, we have Bapu Saheb Phule, Ravindra Kadam and Jayesh Goriwal. So I would say that they are also equally involved in teaching learning process because of with their vast experience, okay, at our college. Okay, sometimes they would know even some things, they will remember something even better than us. They will say, sir, last year we had done it this way and now you are deviating, maybe you may not get the result. It happens a lot of time, right? I was talking that we are looking forward to publish more, we are looking forward to do more research, we are looking forward to get more grants, we are looking forward to get industrial support, and also we are trying to get patent. And for that our college has kindly provided a lot of facility, not even facility, they have even provided expert support. So we have Dr. Vijay Gadigil with us, who comes and guides us on several projects, he is vice president at Aqua Pharma Innovation Center at Pune, but he comes down all the way to Mumbai and guides us. And then we have Professor Supriya Mahajan, who is ex-principal of Siyusha College of Pharmacy, SNDT Women's University. So she keeps on guiding us. Okay, so we present our work to her, and then with her vast experience in the field, I guess it will not be anything less than 30 years of experience. She guides us and tries to take our research to a very expected level and acceptable level. So that was our department, a glimpse of our department, and we wish that your student, we are able to convey them, we are able to motivate them to do to pursue career. It could be even entrepreneurship. Okay, one day they would want to make APIs. API stand for active pharmaceutical ingredient. That is again another booming field, right? So China is major provider of active pharmaceutical ingredient. We would want that someday India should come up and provide the active pharmaceutical ingredient, just like we have provided COVID vaccine to the world. So same way we would want that small molecules. Okay, even India should be a hub to do that. And unless until people will have love for chemistry, we would not be able to achieve that. So with this closing note, I would thank you for your patient listening, and again I'll like to welcome you all to the WISCOP family. Thank you.